share the screen. Women. Okay, can you see my screen now? Not yet.
Yep, I can see it now.
Okay, well, I think it's not enough. So what are we going to do? We just go through. This is the first paragraph, right?
Yep.
Comparison of convergency of the approximation method to pi. Okay.
Yep.
Formulated the problem to ask for the investigation, the approximation of the irritation, non-repeating, non-terminating number. Can we call it, emphasize just just the rational, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because irrational number is, you just repeated the sentence. It's just irrational number. Do you want to say more words? No? Or?
Yeah. I reckon if I save a couple words, I could use them later. Yeah, that's right. There's no point otherwise.
Just your irrational number, okay? Don't make it too dramatic. It is, they all belong to the irrational number. Pi is well known, the ratio between the circumferences and the ratio of the same, because some grammar, simple grammar, okay? It's a ratio means 2, okay? Ratio of circumference 2 is parameter.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 is parameter.
Oh, that's right.
That doesn't matter. I will save it as different file. Okay, you wouldn't.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah. That is not minor. Put these minors. I don't want to. If I have dramatic change, I will counter them. Otherwise, just the response require that manipulation technology and citizen secrets manipulation technology key method principles through modeling to produce valid approximation of a response required. Problem. Okay. Oh well, I will not change it too much because this is where you're writing. Okay. Normally we use it. Okay. Yeah. It was required, but I keep that pattern because teacher doesn't mind. Like key mathematical principles through modeling to produce valid approximation. Like 4 pi. Okay. 4 pi.
Yeah.
5 equation. Can we say 5 formulas or 5 what?
Yeah, 5 models.
Yeah, 5 model or 5 formulas will be exact.
5 formulas.
Yeah, 5 formulas because this formula is a formula written for or invented for pi, right? 5 formula.
Formulas.
Yeah. Are these formula have the same anything in common, like say iterative or the how to say? Do you have the proper name for this one or infinity? Can we say in these 5 formula of infinity series?
Infinite series. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Infinity series. Okay. Because this is some in common, right? This is some feature in common. They all have infinity here. Will I just put it? Yeah, if you mind, you can change it later on. Just put it highlight. Will be utilized to calculate the y to 11 decimal point, 11 decimal places.
I think I need a new sentence.
That is, or just use some netting. Use some netting will help you. Use netting. That is. This is netting. Do you is this grammar still teach netting?
Oh yes,
This is just it est, which means that is. It sounds classical, okay?
Yeah.
So the 5 method selected sufficiently allowed an in-depth analysis. It's not in-depth, quantitative, okay? That is more
quantitative.
Yeah, quantitative.
Or
yeah, quantitative. Analytic.
That's good. Yeah.
Analytic and quantitative. Do you want the analytic? Analytic.
I said
because
quantitative
analytic because it's analytic. Because analytic give you a formula, right? If you have formula, give analytic analysis.
Analytical comparison of convergence.
Analytical evaluation.
Evaluation, yeah, that's. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
It's evaluation because which is more, is better in terms of the which is faster, which is diverging or converging faster. Analytical evaluation. So in depth is a neutral is a neutral language, not a that's mathematics. 5 method. So you want to what do you know? You talk about 5 modules, 5 methods. What do you mean? Select sufficient.
Oh,
what do you mean the method? They are all
like the models.
Models. The 5. Can we just emphasize the formula? The 5 or modeling. Which one you prefer? The 5. Can we just formula? We just mentioned the formula. Can we just say formula?
Yeah.
Formulae. That's Latin. That's
formulae.
Yeah. For view. That's right. Formula. Selected. Why do you mean sufficiently selected? What do you mean?
Oh, the formulas selected, they sufficiently allowed. So
sufficient allowed. Okay. I know what I mean. The 5 person is sufficient allowed the technical analysis evaluation something like this. Pi using various mathematical concept. Using mathematical concept. Do you mean algorithm? I mean, it's an algorithm. Can we say algorithm sounds better? Algorithm.
Oh, yeah.
Algorithm?
Yeah, algorithm. Yeah, that's a better word.
Yeah. Algorithm.
Algorithms. Yeah, that's
algorithm. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not just this. You have to. This is mathematical essay. Okay, I have to put this terminology here to be useful. These include compare casting. Well, it is the same sentence that we're just. Oh, that's right. If you don't mind, you can use longer sentence, including. Okay.
Yeah.
Including the semi conversion, continuous factor, numericals, and before and, did you teach you have this comma here? And
yeah.
So it's a calculator. Coding and programming are prohibited in this case. Well, it's not completely, isn't it? But do you have to specify that? Do you have
I don't have to specify it.
Because when you use Excel and actually you use coding, right? Otherwise you can't type.
Excel macros. Yeah,
can we just can delete that? It's unimportant. Because more important thing, you have to find the proper method or algorithm to compare, right? And including, as I say, including using the Excel. Okay, you have Excel is a program. It is software already. Okay.
Yeah.
Goes across through by using. Either a calculator or Excel. Put Excel after it, okay? Or Excel. Because Excel is more advanced, okay? A calculator is just basic, mathematical tool nowadays.
Basic, yeah.
So I put it a more advanced one at the end, okay? Does it make sense, now? Okay?
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is called polishing, okay? Without any structural change. Let's go to radio. Okay, that is just required. It's a copy from your assignment, okay? Convergence is properly defined. Property of the infinite series and convention where the argument of the function or series approaches a limit is, can we just say by definition, okay? By definition. That sounds better. Yep. That sounds better. By definition. Do you read the textbook when you study mathematics? Sometimes I recommend to read a good math textbook. Okay, they were not just math but also language used in mathematics. Converging is a property. It means the property of the infinite series of functions. The function. All function, right?
Yeah.
All function. The property is a finite series of functions. Is convergence the property where the argument of function of series approach the two percent. Where the argument function or series comes in question. In question. Do you know in question?
Yeah.
So in question approach to a limit. Converging is properties. Its property. Do I call this called the property? Do any other better word than property? Convergence is the the function we started. The function we started. Property of the function. It doesn't matter. I just trying to find better words and limit. More closely as the number of term increase. It's not very good. So what you're trying to say, approach to a limit more closely as the number of
That was just a
okay. The approach to limit approach and limit. Just as the number increase, okay? Limit means something. The approach to limit, that's already tell you. We're just trying to simplify the sentence, okay?
Oh yeah, because you get closer.
Yeah, that's as the number of term increases, and as the number of term became infinity, as number became infinity, and become infinity. That is what I mean, okay? Infinity. Infinity. Okay.
Yeah.
Consequently, the m variable was introduced. Consequently, the m variable was introduced. Let's see. Consequently, doing so. Consequently, to as a quantifier unknown variable of this investigation, a quantifier enable. As okay, called quantifier or the would you say, or do we say criteria? Is criteria or quantifier? What do you mean unknown variable?
You have to solve for.
You have to solve it, okay.
Yeah. So I will just make that bit a bit more clearer a bit.
Quantifier unknown. Or doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Consequently, used as a quantifier. Just quantify. Now we just wouldn't suppose Yang. You order file to be determined. Okay, to be determined.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
As the
use to be. Okay, to be is to be kind of unknown. Okay, because it's unknown, is that's to be determined. Okay. Can you see that change?
Yeah.
M is the minimum number of questions required to okay. You put some when you write English, you don't get a sharp turn. Okay, you get some preparation for reader to be specific. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you say improvement here? You get read some time to react. Okay. Because you can't just starting to to show the idea. You have to wrap this idea. Okay, That makes it more interesting, such as by definition, to be specific, to be determined. Okay, that is a formal English used in mathematics or physics. M is a minimum number of term of iteration required to produce approximately to obtain. Because at the moment when I'm doing that, I just follow my brain. Okay, there's no sometimes there's no explanation, but sometimes I can. In many cases, I can explain to you, which is good. Which is why I use the word. Okay, some just follow my spontaneously. Same meaning. Okay, no matter what I change, same meaning. Okay? Approximately equal to. Return approximation equal to the assumed value pi to the given. That's assumed given. Okay, it's given because you given the pi. Okay, which have said I don't know 10 decimal places or 9 decimal places up to. At each modulus nth term where n equal to n. So what is the difference between m and n?
Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce n. N is just the it's the
maximum number or minimum number.
No. M is the maximum because it's gonna be where you stop the summations, but n is the
it is the variable. It is a variable.
It's like the input for each formula.
Yeah, that's right. It's variable.
I'll write a note to write that before that.
No, we can see. I will see to spend 2 minutes, 1 minute. Can see? Can fix it to be safe. M is the remainder of the term, of term integration, denoted by. I wrote it here. Denoted by n. Okay?
Oh yeah.
Denoted by n. Okay? That makes sense. That is one. That is how to. Then you just put it in here, but you can use this here.
Yeah.
Or just n, okay? Because I know m is max minimum, okay? Yeah. That is required. That is the value. It's denoted by 10. So you got just insert something here, denoted by n. That explains everything, okay? Denoted by n.
Yeah.
That's different from m.
Yeah.
Required to obtain the approximate something still minor. So, okay, minor. Obtain approximation equal to the given pi. Now not the approximate value, approximate value slightly equal or larger, smaller. Can you see? Larger or small? Can you see? To obtain the value, for value from a value. Which is do you want to go to which is smaller or larger, okay, or equal? There is no chance to get equal, okay. Do you want to choose which is smaller?
I thought.
Let me write down here. Which is smaller.
Yeah.
Or around. I just put around. Around, okay, around the given value for pi. Does it make sense now? Because when you are searching for the value, you can't, you can't get the exactly equal to, okay? You can only get actually more to this is down, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, this method is applied. This method is applied to for every model, okay? For every model, for each of the 5 models.
Yeah.
Study. That makes sense now? I just deleted this one. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Each CH. Okay. All right. So just the whole sentence. When you write something, you use the whole sentence, or short or long. You use the whole sentence. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Whole sentence. A whole sentence. Assumption. So what assumption?
Yeah.
How many assumptions are all together? This assumption, right? Are these assumptions?
Yeah, that's all assumptions, just including those.
This is also another, so there are many assumptions here, right?
Yeah.
Let me see, right, but all models will be considered for the domain. It's usually it's confined, is it whole number or integers?
Natural numbers.
Natural number? You mean not include zero? Not include zero?
No, not include zero.
And is required. What do not iteration separation? I don't like this symbol in your sentence. So it's not, people can't read, okay? Number of the term iteration, the number of term. I just keep it with term, okay? Number of term. Iteration is number of terms.
Oh, yeah.
Limited subscript. So which one, summation or continued factor? What do you mean this? Is a limit of the sum. What do you try? The sum. Do you say the sum? It is, you mean the sum. You mean simply the sum, okay?
Yeah. Or the continued fractions, because like for the...
Oh, it's just one exception, okay? I should be the sum. It's just be the sum. It's the sum of the series. I know what you mean. Limited, will be substitute equal to the sum of limit of sum. It's just the sum or just limit of sum? It's just sum, right?
The
limit is pi. Limit,
it is the limit because like it's like the.
Let me say, so n is equal to the number of the terms substituted, and m is the sum. M is number as well, right?
Yeah. Well,
A is a minimum. Is a minimum. Do you mean the minimum m?
Yeah.
Minimum.
M is the. Yeah.
Is minimum. Is a minimum number, right?
Yeah.
I think it's minimum number.
Of like it's the minimum number of terms.
Yeah, I think it's an n here. Put it. I put it. I copied it here. Oops, I didn't catch the n.
Oh no, you've already copied it. You just didn't press copy before. You pressed something else. Yeah.
Yes. I use the paste. Okay,
yeah.
Paste.
You have to do the other
paste.
The first one. So if you press that again.
No, I just copied again. Doesn't matter. I just doesn't make sense. Copy here. Copy here.
The first one, first option,
So n equal to, now let's have some problem here. We just said n equal to the number of terms. M is mid and M is, you didn't mention, and why do you have to explain what is M? In this notation, there's no one expect talking about M.
No, because M is just, so M is it's like the upper limit of the summations or how many continued fractions you have, because at M,
so it will,
at M, yeah.
Wow. No, I wouldn't talk about too much. I just say where n.
Oh no, n is equal to, so the reason why I have this domain is so that n is equal to the number of terms substituted. So in the original domain, if I put in n equals 2, I summed up 3 things for some of the formulas, but I wanted to make 2 things. So all models will be considered for this domain so that n is equal to the number of terms substituted. The n is equal to, that phrase is the reason why I have the domain.
No, I don't think this. You have two things. Which one are you going to? Are you talking about m or talking about n?
in the beginning N, and then these are so N and M, like these are the two reasons why I have the domain. So in the paragraph
why you make this simple thing too complicated? Why don't you say include that N will include the maximum N will be the how to say, the maximum number of N will be M. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. It's the maximum because that's when you need it. Yeah.
But the formula is valid for any N which is even larger than M. Do you agree?
Okay. Yeah. Like you can calculate for anything,
you see,
but
see N can be infinity. Okay, that when you say natural number, that actually I wouldn't use this number. We just say you can use well, I can be more specific. That's just, you want to just choose a, you want to use, yeah, we can use this one. 1, 2, 3, and 2. Infinity. Can you do infinity?
Yeah.
Is that what you say? You what you're trying to say? And instead of, you can just have a symbol here. I just write down here. You just run it. Why do you have to so keen about this natural number? I mean, this explains everything. I mean, why you make this trouble? You see, I will say, which one do you use? Oh, it's not different format. I mean, you can fix that.
Yeah.
So, because this one, when you do bracket, you have to use.
If you want the same one, you just click on the right side.
Hang on. Give me a few seconds. Okay, I use this all the time. I mean, just because this is how to use it. Okay, I use it all the time. Don't talk about nonsense, okay? Because if I were your teacher, I mean, I would get tired if you talk about nonsense. I mean, that is what you're trying to say, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so you can say something about M. Just say M will be, of course, M is smaller than infinity. Okay. So that is something else you want to say. Assumption all model will correspond, and just then M will be how to use a word, a mathematical word. So basically you can use a group. Okay. So see if you use a set, if you call a set.
Yeah.
So there'll be M will be we don't have to make it too complicated. And that's it. I mean, I don't have to talk about M. M is one of the N. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't delete that. Okay. If you wish, you can keep that, but I don't think it's necessary. Just take, you will say there's a word. Let's talk about the whole number only, right? And this creates a finite expression of some amount. You mean sum? Do you mean sum? Do you mean just sum?
Oh no, my teacher said you can use the word summands, which is basically like, you know how you've got like n equals 1, and then n equals 2, you sum that together. Each one is like a summand, right? It's a quantity that you add together.
Well, you say summation. You can say summation or sum or the sum. Now it's too complicated. Okay, I mean, the all model will be considered to. I wouldn't say the domain. You mean to say the domain? Okay, I could rewrite that everything here. Domain for all the model. Okay, all of the model will be considered. Okay, you see, model will be considered as will be considered. Why there's something wrong with your editing? Oh, it's part of the formula. I see.
Yeah, it's just a weird thing that happens.
No. If you enter the formula, consider it. Okay. Oh, don't keep it there. Okay. First, you determine what is the domain for this modeling. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? You put the keywords in the obvious position. That's you don't hide them. Okay. What you're trying to say is that there's this issue of domain. Okay. This domain will apply for all the 5 formulas. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you want to tell people, it's just what is domain? Domain for the all model, or you can say all of the 5 models. Oh, never you can put 5 here. Anything, any number smaller than 10, you use word. Okay. If the number is more than 10, you write the number. You use 1, 2, 3 numbers.
Yeah.
These create a finite expression cluster summary. The domain cluster. Fairly, that the model in sigma notation must have upper term limit. These create the expression of summation and continuous factor to the point of converging fairly. The model to the model schema must. Okay. No. You put it two. These two sentences are related. Okay. You don't use a period if two sentences are related. Okay. To create. Okay. At R2. Can you read? To create, use infinitive form. To create a finite expression of summers, continuous factor summation. No. It's still, it's very tired. Okay, just summoned. Okay, just summoned.
Yeah.
Means the fraction is continuous factor is still in the form of summon, but it's it's a subtle way. Okay.
Yeah.
It's it's you can't you have to use a common name for the how to say subcategory, right? You can't just mention every elements. Okay, when we did, you have to use how to say more general categories to talk. Okay.
Yeah.
To define the person to determine the point of convergence fairness model in sigma notation. So yeah. What did I say? I use a comma here. So basically, this is in order. This is your objective, right? In order to define the point of the summa to determine the point, the convergence fairly model in. What do that mean? Can I just delete this one first? You're trying to we will use the criteria to determine, right?
Yeah.
To create the pricing request, the sigma notation must have the upper term limit of m. Upper limit.
Yeah.
To create expression of final assumption conversion to give in to determine is to create to determine. No. I wouldn't say that. Demand based on based on the point of convergency.
Yeah, based on the point.
Can you much clearer now? Can you see? Can you see this? The paragraph more clearer. So you don't create a difficulty. You facilitate communication. Okay. You don't have to to make a sentence too complicated. So to create a final expression of summons based on the point of convergency, sigma notation must have a upper limit 1. This is lower term limit 1, index of n, and summation of n. Model 2 will be expressed at the initial iteration. For model 2, okay?
Yeah, continued fraction.
Yeah. For model 2, I expressed the iteration up entry. These will be model 2. These will be expressed the initial iteration. Okay. I'm trying to digest what you're trying to say. Now, sigma notation must have the upper limit and a lower term upper limit. That means sigma, okay. The sigma notation for for the sum, okay, must have an upper limit term, and must be sum. For the sum must be, let's just make this must the segment notation. In the sigma notation, in the sigma summation, the integer. Okay, what is n? What you call the n? The term, the term. What you call the n?
N.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The term variable. The term variable.
Yeah, the term. I just called it input. I called it input variable.
Okay, the input. Yeah.
Yeah.
The input. Okay. Input. Is it called input?
Yeah.
The input variable in the sigma Formulation must be carried out. Must put the notation for the sum. Must be, shall be, or should be carried out. Carried out from, yeah, from somewhere to from one to n. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. This I just try to simplify. That's just. You see, next time you can give me your draft earlier, okay?
Yeah.
You don't have to, spend, you feel tired afterwards, because if you continue to study this discussing this online editing from draft 1, first draft will be much easier, okay? I just save it in case it's we lost this. For model 2, that's special, okay? Yes, that's special. So this model 2, the method is slightly different, okay? I understand. The models with the lowest n value converging to pi is the fastest. Okay. They are used criteria, okay?
Yeah.
So that's a summation. So that's, can we call this number 3 assumption? It's not just assumption, but it's also now, certainly, I think this model just one. Okay, we just assume because the lowest. Okay, the lowest.
Yeah. Or did I write something? Oh yeah, I wrote a problem. Yeah.
The model with the lowest m value converge to pi. The fastest. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
As they require the least amount of the term iteration and versa. Okay. I've like used the it, okay, to create. It is assumed that, okay, it is assumed because assumption, right? You are talking in this section. You are talking about assumption, so it's a illegitimate. How to say that? A clock. It's reasonable, illegitimate. How do you say? What is that?
Legitimate?
Illegitimate, yeah, that's right. Illegitimate, yeah. It is reasonable to assume that the model with the first reference and vice versa. Okay, that's it. So graphical representation of convergence, the failure pattern can be identified. Now, is that a part of assumption or is it a methodology? Why do you talk about this graphical method here?
You're right. That doesn't belong in assumption. That's more of an observation. Observation.
No. It's part of the method of representation. Right?
There's no method section.
It's just furthermore, it's assumed that the problem. I would just put in, so in the first is that in general, I put some polishing decoration in general. okay, in general. To create a information to construct, you assume that the model can through the graph implementation, phasor pattern can be identified. Okay, that's right. Now, when you say furthermore, you will mean you have more assumption, right?
Yeah.
By using models in conversion, using phasor pattern can be by using through graphic representation. Phasor pattern can be identified. Or detailed, okay, detailed pattern. Because with just algebra, you don't know how fast relatively, okay? Detailed pattern, can you see that?
Yeah.
Not a phasor pattern, detailed pattern. Can be identified. Yeah, that can, in that way, that could be considered as an assumption, okay?
Yeah.
Because you just assume that with using the graphical method, we should be able to see more detail. It's true, right? It depends on whether you use a logarithm coordinate.
Yep. Through graphical representation, detailed patterns can be identified. Yep.
Okay, that's yeah.
That's an assumption.
Well, see, they are all different, right? They are all different. So can we just use as a bonnet? So if you just a bonnet there, if there's a major one, did you use one? You should use use just this. You can see, you can use the same format, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. It is assumed that the sum of the expression from natural number could be compared to iteration. Doesn't make sense for me. What are you trying to say?
It was basically the teachers were talking, right? So they said because model 2 is continued fractions is like, so you know how for continued fractions,
continued functions, I say it's not a formula. It's just reversely determined by the pi.
Yeah, and it's all these factors like that, and also it's based on iterations, not the natural number domain. All these factors and the teacher combined together. So the teacher said, "Look, guys, that model 2 is not like very, very comparable to the other models, but you have to do it anyway." So
no. Just as I said to you, I mean, obviously, of course. And model 2 is so-called model 2 is not the model. It's not the formula at all. It's just a rewriting, okay, a pi in the continuous factors, fractions we discussed last week, right? I'm trying to write some, assume that the numerical expression natural number could be compared to iteration. I keep that. We don't have much time. So assume that actually pi is correct. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh, it's
accurate. They assume it is the assumed accuracy of pi. No, it is no. I would say you say it is assumed. It is it was. It is. You can use is. It is what? Did you teach emphasize past tense or it was?
I don't think we need that sentence at all, because I asked my teacher. He said it's not an observation. I mean, it's not an assumption because it's given to you.
No. So, hang on. Let me see. It assumes that the for each model, there is
Yep.
So all the model is assumed all of the 5 model gives the proper can give you accurate pi, okay? But also at a different term, right? Correct?
Yep.
All of the 5 models will give the accurate can give the accurate accurate value because it required value, because no matter how many decimal places values value of pi. Okay, so because that is something. Otherwise, there's there must be a guarantee that. Otherwise, if this formula is nothing to do with pi, and you finish it, you waste your time. Okay, you actually go to infinity without get anything. Assume that there's quite so long as n is larger enough. Okay, is not enough. Okay, that's my understanding. That's my interpretation. Okay, probably also it is necessary to mention that. Okay, so all of this five model. Now to calculate x and calculate will be to six digital places y. Approximation 30, m when 30 y 30 decimal places.
Oh, that's for because the Excel calculations, they go up to lots, like they go up to like 25 decimal places, which means that
no matter. Okay, I will just go quickly. So apart from observation, what else? What is the main body? I will go faster now. So where's your discussing? Where is the discussing?
Oh, you have to scroll all the way down. Just go all the way down. Okay. Just keep going past this.
Past this.
No, it's way down.
Way down. Okay.
Yeah, keep going down.
Because
it's on like the.
I would like to give some remark on your discussing. Okay, I think we have. Small versus.
If you have to keep going down.
Go down here. The variation. The most effective method was choosing to base m value as the models were assisted for the same quantifier domain. Yes, I like use this. Yeah, that's why use this is a notation, and thereby could be relatively compared. The most effective method was choosing the most effective just in this city. I just keep some as a dress up in this study. Okay, give some people to prepare to read. Okay, could be first thing. The method and the result were reasonable as iteration were kept constant. It is believed that you have some confidence. Okay, it is a belief. It was
determined, assumed. It is concluded. It is.
It's not concluded yet. It is expected. Okay, expected.
Oh, that's good. That's good one. Yeah, that's fair.
Both the method. The method. How many methods? Just one. More than one.
Both method and results. Yeah.
So as in the future, if you have new assignment, let me know earlier. Okay, I will show you how to construct the ideal. Okay. Paper. The solution return. Considering the number, the turns relation required to produce a machine was representative of the entire course of each model's convergence. Considering the number of required to produce was representative of the entire course of each model's convergence. Convergence or require
convergence.
Not determination. Determining. Okay. Is it determining? Do you agree?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you are not just thinking. You're actually doing something. You have done something. Do you agree? Determinism. So this was more effective method than, which is more effective method than considering individual n as set to this number of phrases. Okay. I just want to find force. Okay. Assuming pi at different approximation as seen before. Some model blah blah blah. Moreover, I go next word. See, that's how you take into, you consider the readers. Okay, people expect what you're going to say. So here's this word. The assumption. Which one? The assumption. The assumptions.
Oh, just that's a spelling. That's not necessary. The second, it's a typo.
So just one assumption, okay?
Oh, just delete that. Yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah.
The assumption contribute to a fair method and valid response. Moreover, it comes in. Thus, assumption contribute. The fair method result contribute. Can we say result in? Okay, result in.
Yeah.
Result. Okay, I use past tense for inconsistent with your writing. But when you use scientific notation, there are some, we'll talk about next time. I just result in fair method valid sums. A common domain is your assumption not from question and subject to the natural response. The model, which one? The model, which one? Which model?
It says the model with the lowest.
Yeah. Okay, in fact, most suitable function is equals indeed. Okay. Indeed. Indeed. The model response shows I just put some motivation. Both was n was where n was made equal to the number of iteration method correcting as. So if it's very important, use this one. In essence, you have to learn how to use this introduction to begin with a sentence, okay?
Yep.
So indeed, in essence, the value to sequence where the approximate further strengths of method assumption include further strengths. The comparison of five models utilize a variety of mathematical concepts to produce a response over general. I think if it does, did teacher thinks okay? Have teacher read your first draft yet?
They don't check drafts. Okay, you just have to submit graphic in case cheating. Yeah.
Oh, graphic. But I don't have time to pay this attention. I just want to see some highlights of your research. Finally, the investigating weakness are. This is strength of this method. I mean, the strength of this method or the study.
Oh, the method is like the processes I did. Yeah.
The further strengths of the method and assumption include the comparison of five, the quantitative, can I put this word? Quantitative.
Yep, that's a good word, yeah.
Quantitative. I have number of words in my brain.
Yeah.
But if you don't talk to me, I mean, how can I, to show you this, okay? Because I used to be editor, do you understand? I'm editor for the journal, yeah. The quantitative comparison for the five models utilize a variety of mathematical and response. Well, just keep it, just make it there. So next time, tell me earlier, I can make you more.
Yeah.
Graphic and numeric analysis conversion represented detail and model quantified. Okay. Rounding in the sex cells per side. Oh, 30 provide more accurate sequencing period. Okay. So this is some detail you have to fix. Finally, investigating weakness are although used validly based on the assumption and termed proportionality versa. As it is inherently determined by the accuracy of the assumption or the
I used what you said with
inherently determined accuracy at the peer. Okay. That's I'm research. Because communication. Okay, I hope your teacher will pay attention. If you make it more apparent. Okay, although the comparative validity possible, model 2 is intrinsically incomparable to another method, as n represent iteration. Opposite to its value, it cannot be represented analytically as a summation. Okay, that's fine. Continue the graphical method model. Okay. Conclusion. Conclusively, or just in conclusion. Just simple. Okay. In conclusion, okay. In conclusion.
Yep.
That is a formal English, scientific English, right? Whether you use assignment for chemistry or physics, you use this formal language English. The five modules were compared. Hence, person 4 it can be concluded that recognized force is the most suitable method First. Lowest. There was a produce. The lowest value is m equal to 2, isn't it? Oh, which one?
Ramanujan's formula.
Oh, as this was produced at this. As I make it clear, it is can be concluded. It can be claimed that it can be claimed. You don't repeat. Okay, English are rich.
Yeah.
You don't repeat. You don't repeat the word in one sentence. Okay.
Yep.
So don't you don't use the same words more than two. More than two. The Gabriel's question at its. I just rewrite the last sentence for you. That the noise that the noise with this noise as at the its noise value m. It can be. I just simplify the sentence. Okay. Let's finish sentence. Okay. All right. So that's probably just within this time constraint.
Yeah.
That's what I can provide some. I hope the number of words is okay, all right? Because
looking at it, we're very close. Yeah,
very close. Yeah.
Because it says, that's fine. I'm like 15 words over. That's fine.
Yes, question conclusion. Okay, awesome. I just wait some remark here. I don't mean your teacher wouldn't mind. So that is that's the funding we have. Okay, we take this where can we pick this? There's a page approaching whole the strengths of this model. Fairness, investigative weakness. Are you talking about the weakness of the model itself? Or are you talking about the weakness of this study?
Weakness of the study. So the investigation.
Study. Okay.
Investigation.
Okay. Then we don't have to talk too much. I mean, I think it's all right. I don't have to talk about that issue. But you have to learn. Okay. So basically, the model 2 is different from the other 4 because it is not the formula. Okay. I just insist it's not the formula for pi. Rather, instead, all the numbers in the sequences. Okay, was generated by the accurate value of pi. Okay, now that is you don't have to talk about that, but you have to understand that.
Yeah.
All right, 1 hour.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will send this for you. Okay, I will send this to you, but
thanks.
Save that. Okay. So I will send this to you after this. Okay. So I will see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay.
I've got my Math B assignment and Curtis Ryan. It's on Bezier curves.
Oh, you can send to me now. You can.
I will
have a look, and instead of read. Okay, if I spend it reading, then you don't have much time.
Yeah. Let me send you the task sheet. Yep.
Okay. See you tomorrow at 6:30.
All right. See you tomorrow then. All right. Good night.
Good night.